TikTok, Trump, and the Abu Dhabi royals walk into a bar. Sounds like the setup to a wild joke, right? But in the world of global business, sometimes reality is even stranger than fiction. What actually happened is a story of power, politics, and a jaw-dropping $14 billion deal that's shaking up the tech world. Okay, so they didn't literally walk into a bar, but they did walk into a boardroom and hammered out one of the most talked about deals of the decade. The result? A $14 billion agreement that's got everyone from Wall Street to Silicon Valley buzzing. In September 2025, President Trump, yes, you heard that right, President Trump, put pen to paper on a deal that allowed the Abu Dhabi royal family to scoop up a 15% stake in TikTok's US operations. This wasn't just a business move, it was a geopolitical chess play, with major implications for tech, security, and international relations. So why the shakeup? Why did TikTok, a platform known for viral dances and memes, suddenly become the center of a global power struggle? It all started with growing national security concerns in the US about TikTok's Chinese parent company, ByteDance. Lawmakers and intelligence officials worried that American user data could be accessed by the Chinese government, sparking a firestorm of debate and a wave of proposed bans. The US government stepped in and said, "Hey ByteDance, you gotta divest those assets if you want to keep TikTok running in America." The message was clear: no more Chinese control over one of the world's most influential social media platforms. Enter a powerhouse US-led consortium featuring tech giant Oracle, investment firm Silver Lake, and Abu Dhabi's own MGX fund, chaired by the influential Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan. This group wasn't just bringing money to the table, they were bringing political clout and a vision for TikTok's future in the US. The involvement of Oracle and Silver Lake signaled that American tech and finance heavyweights were taking the reins, while the Abu Dhabi royals brought deep pockets and global connections. Together, they formed a coalition that could satisfy both US regulators and international investors. These movers and shakers didn't waste any time. They restructured TikTok US from the ground up, creating a new entity with a fresh board, new security protocols, and a clear separation from ByteDance's Chinese operations. Under the new structure, ByteDance retains a 19.9% stake, just enough to keep a foot in the door, but not enough to call the shots. The US-led consortium, with its mix of American and Emirati investors, now controls the majority. Talk about a power move. This isn't just about who owns what, it's about who gets to shape the future of social media, data privacy, and digital influence in America and beyond. The Al Nahyan family, rulers of Abu Dhabi and one of the wealthiest dynasties on the planet, now has a direct line into the US tech scene. With a net worth of $323.9 billion, their influence stretches from oil fields to skyscrapers, and now, to your smartphone screen. Their investment isn't just about making money, it's about prestige, soft power, and a seat at the table in the global tech conversation. For Abu Dhabi, this is a chance to diversify beyond oil and become a major player in the digital economy. The deal values TikTok US at $14 billion, a figure that's actually a bit of a bargain considering some past estimates put the company's worth much higher. But with all the political drama and regulatory hurdles, it's a price both sides were willing to pay. Analysts say this valuation reflects not just TikTok's massive user base, but also the risks and uncertainties of operating in a world where tech, politics, and national security are more intertwined than ever. But it's not just about money, it's also about data privacy. With millions of Americans sharing their lives on TikTok every day, the question of who controls that data is more important than ever. That's where Oracle comes in. As part of the deal, Oracle will oversee all security operations for TikTok US, storing American user data on US soil, and implementing strict protocols to keep it safe from foreign access. So, US users can swipe, scroll, and post with a little more peace of mind. This move is designed to address the biggest fears about TikTok, namely, that it could be used as a tool for foreign surveillance or influence. With Oracle at the helm, the hope is that those concerns will finally be put to rest. This historic deal isn't just about one app or one country, it's about bridging continents and industries, bringing together American innovation, Emirati investment, and a global user base that's hungry for connection and creativity. The TikTok deal is a sign of the times. A world where tech companies are at the center of international diplomacy and where the lines between business, politics, and culture are blurrier than ever. So what does this all mean for you? Social media just got a whole lot more interesting. Whether you're a creator, a casual scroller, or just someone watching the headlines, the TikTok saga is far from over. Stay tuned, because in the world of tech, the next big twist is always just a swipe away. The Abu Dhabi Royals investment in TikTok US isn't just making waves in America, it's sending ripples across the global market. Industry analysts say this deal could mark the beginning of a new era, where Middle Eastern wealth plays a bigger role in shaping the future of global tech. According to Dr. Lina Farouk, a leading tech policy expert, this investment signals that Gulf nations are serious about diversifying their portfolios. It's not just about oil anymore, it's about data, digital influence, and building bridges with Western tech giants. With the Al Nahyan family now holding a significant stake in one of the world's most influential social platforms, other sovereign wealth funds are watching closely. Experts predict a domino effect where more international players, especially from emerging markets, seek footholds in the U.S. tech sector. Financial commentator Mark Lee notes, "We're likely to see increased competition for strategic assets." The TikTok deal could embolden investors from Singapore, Saudi Arabia, and even India to make similar moves, especially as the geopolitical climate pushes for diversified ownership in sensitive tech assets. But it's not just about who owns what. This shakeup could accelerate innovation as TikTok US, now backed by deep pockets and global connections, ramps up its push into e-commerce, AI-driven content, and new monetization models. Some experts believe we could see TikTok launching region-specific features and even expanding into new markets where Emirati influence is strong. On the flip side, concerns about foreign investment and data privacy aren't going away. Regulatory bodies in Europe and Asia are already reviewing TikTok's new structure, and some are calling for tighter scrutiny on cross-border tech deals. Futurist analyst Priya Singh predicts the next 5 years will be a tug-of-war between openness and control. While global investment can drive growth, it also raises tough questions about security, cultural influence, and who gets to shape the digital public square. In short, the Abu Dhabi Royals' move into TikTok US is more than just a financial play. It's a signal that the global tech landscape is shifting. With new power players at the table, the future of social media could look very different very soon.